time, there was a boy born in a family in the lower middle class. He had a slightly older sister and a mom and a dad. He was a mama's boy. She was a dad's girl. The most negative thing that happened in his early childhood was his father would be an alcoholic and physically abuse his mother. Being a mama's boy, when the worst thing happened, his dad got sick and died from asbestos cancer before it had a name. After he died, I didn't understand that you kind of get a pass for the negative things you do because of the positive things you do because nobody asked you to do them. I didn't realize until many years later that, yeah, there was some harmful things, but he held the family together. After he died, his mother lost control of herself and kind of gave her custody. She did. And as a child, he knew to basically keep things quiet. So he ended up sleeping on an air mattress in his grandmother's dining room.
Up next, the Raptors taking up. Welcome everyone, thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. This is Kevin Harlow, and if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. Mohamed Bamba is out there with Barnes. Then it's Ingram. Then there's Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Dick in a shooting guard. Here's Black Hole. Here's Holmgren. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
I mean, length and skill. And Holmgren has a lot of both.
The whole time
pass to Bamba
with his sister.
Barnes against Williams.
Essentially,
off the mark there with the three-point shot. Oklahoma City comes into this one after the win against the Suns. Knocks it down from 7 feet.
And Jalen Williams had a plan there to outwork the defense.
He was an old soul, so he's fine with that. Eventually, after the
he knows you gotta bring it to the paint.
Postpartum depression, or I don't know how to describe it.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Nice D from Williams.
He'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Wasted no time on that one.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good.
While they were together, he was in car accidents that would
quickly the pass to Dick.
Injure his back.
Will it go? And it's good on the layup.
So he got
good balance from Dick. Able to take the contact and still score inside.
Pass to Black Hole. No good with the triple.
Because they were separated.
The Raptors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Dick with it. The 3.
I guess she chose the street version.
It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by.
Connects again. And as he continues to pile up the points, he is moving into elite company.
Creeping up, moving up on the 4th highest scoring season in league history.
And Will Chamberlain holds so many of these top scoring marks. He's got this next one with 3,033 points set back in 1961.
He also eventually started to compensate.
The Thunder have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Well, Brent, we had to wait a year for it, but Chet Holmgren had an incredible rookie season.
And I don't think any talent evaluator is surprised at the way that Chet came in his first year and was able to contribute and sometimes dominate in the ways that he did. So coming back healthy, making that immediate impact, Chet Holmgren is going to be a superstar in this league.
Exchange of free drugs.
6 to shoot. Here's Ingram, and it's blocked.
And that's a relentless effort from Dort. Just a great physical defender.
The Thunder leading by 6. Inside. Here's Black Hole. And it's off from 3-point range. And Ingram has got the ball here for Toronto. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Yeah, and quick. As quick as possible. That was a dismal showing, especially for them at the offensive end.
Buries the long-range jumper. 9 points for Black Hole.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Dick.
Because he wants the game anyway.
Dort against Ingram. Over Williams. And again, Toronto no up.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And the dunk by Bamba.
And that's 7-foot-9 wingspan on full display.
I tried to cross
Bamba swooping
the
in
road in a car.
That bucket in no time at all.
They closed 2 days later and concreted up or barricaded up. So I was trying to cross the road and got T-boned.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the trip.
In the early part of the morning.
Pass to Bamba. Now here's Ingram.
I don't remember any of it. I don't even get flashes. It was like the main parts of my life that you don't bother to remember because you remember the
time
negative.
to rest him right now, just give him a bit of a breather, try to help him get back on track.
I think later on I discovered by research that I think I'm undiagnosed permanent vertigo. I have permanent vertigo.
Ingram against Dort. Pass to Dick.
Car sick by being in the car easily, and I lose balance when I'm walking. Like you ride a bike and you see a squirrel and the bike goes.
From outside, off the mark. The Thunder leading by 10. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. That one tries for him.
They've wasted no time
I don't believe
into
I
their
can
offense.
work and do
Toronto's
things
gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have
I
been
was
hard to
planning
come by.
on doing this.
Pass to Dick. Down low.
Every 11-11,
Here's Ingram.
I used to wish
And the rejection by Holmgren.
to not
Already
be
set
on
the summer league record for
legal
And
substance.
got it. Another basket.
that ties him for the 4th most points in a single season.
An extended scoring tear for him, for sure. We're witnessing one of the greatest offensive years we've ever seen.
Because of my injury,
Yeah,
I'm
and guess what?
disabled.
It could get
You
better.
can't go to work.
He's now just
I
8
can like
points
that.
short of MJ's
will.
1987
I'll
year,
try
and
to
3rd
share
most
that with
in
you.
Hits it again. Wow.
It's hard to understate just how special
watch
his
it.
season's
Check
been.
out
This
my
is something
advertisement
we see once in a generation.
He
Or
now
do the
has the
things
4th
that the
highest scoring
platform
season
allows.
of all
Like,
time.
comment,
There are
share,
only 2
subscribe.
other names on the top 5 list,
But
Jordan
even if you
and
like any of
Chamberlain.
it,
To say he's
and,
joining NBA
conversation
royalty,
in person
that'd be a bit
comes
of an
up
understatement.
about YouTube.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, Black Hole in that last game against the Suns was superb. He scored an amazing number of points, and that was his highest output of the season. He really worked hard in that game and put up some big numbers as a result. Guys, back to you.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
Pass to Dick. The tray. Thunder with the rebound. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And the difference in that one, the efficiency from range. They really focused on getting good looks.
It looked like the directive in that game was that they wanted to attack, and all that work that they put in on the perimeter turned into a big night from deep.
Good ball movement here by the Raptors.
One time, there was a
Ingram against Dort. From the wing. And it's Ingram missing.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
And the defense of this Raptors team, Craig, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
Fires for 3. The basket is good. The assist from Barnes.
His father.
Barnes has got 3 assists tonight.
Brandon Ingram at that size constantly has a shooting window that's open.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
It's tipped.
His dad got
Holmgren kicks to Gilgeous Alexander. Pass to Black Hole. Lets the 3 fly. With the tip. Holmgren on the follow. And the Thunder lead by 16.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
You kind of get a pass for the negative things you do.
And for the Raptors, they're shooting only around 32% so far in this one. The offense looking a bit off kilter.
I didn't realize
Bamba, a screen on George. Near the 3-point line, it's Ingram. And it falls over the rim and in. Ingram's got 10 points.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
Here's Black Hole. Off target with his 3.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Kind of gave him custody. She did.
Barnes looking around.
And as a child,
all 3 off the mark.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
So he ended up sleeping on an air mattress
Ingram
in
kicks
his
to Barnes.
grandmother's dining room. He would
Ingram passes to Quickly.
Be
more accepted for Quickly. Just 5 to shoot. Toronto needs to get off a shot. Ingram
took responsibility for him.
Excellent D there for Williams. Oklahoma City leading by 14.
And he even knew.
And the turnover again by Oklahoma City. And a moment here to recognize the Western Conference Player of the Month. Black Hole.
So he wasn't trying to beat Spurs to any
offense beats good defense, and nobody has had better offense than him lately. I don't think there's anybody in the league that could have slowed him down on offense. He was unstoppable, to say the least.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Williams, he's checked in for Chet Holmgren. Harris comes in for Williams. Higgins is checked in for George. And it's Alex Caruso in for Gilgeous Alexander. Count that one. Barnes has got his second bucket of the night.
Inside, Barnes knows he has to fully commit. You don't finish against contact by going in there with half the effort.
And yep, another basket.
All season long, he has been absolutely dominant. The scoring doesn't end with him.
Yeah, he's already left his mark on history, moving into 3rd place for most points in a season. Amazing.
And can you believe he has passed Michael Jordan for 3rd most points in a season? It's rare you ever see his airness get passed on any list.
The Thunder leading by 15. Now let's go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Mark Dagnall. David,
so we started to talk and dreams of them eventually being a family.
Talk about R.J. Barrett. The coach complimented him, saying he's got great energy, a great build, and he knows how to score. So I'm telling the guys to stick to him like glue and just keep the pressure on. We'll see if that high-pressure defense can shut Barrett down tonight. Devin?
Thank you, David.
So we got the
and it's good, 2 points. And the Thunder lead by 15.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been
because they were separated, because she was running the streets.
Here's Shed, still without a basket.
I guess she chose the street version.
51 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
So 2 years after the son was
Barrett
born,
gets it to go.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing. And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Pass to Barnes.
He also eventually started
Boucher with a screen on Harris. Here's Barnes. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
I'd like to see the handles from Scotty coming along there. Much improved since his rookie year.
There was an incident where
17 seconds left to play in the first.
Was rated
Black Hole passes to Wiggins. So nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Black Hole at calls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 3 assists in the game.
The house was in
now here's
his
Barnes.
name. So when the cops got there, he got
And
arrested.
that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Thunder lead by 17.
Met another girl.
And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after.
And he got his life, for the most part, back together. Even if he had
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if.
So he was a GM at a pizza place and was working. One tax season, he used the money to buy a streaming setup. Because, worst case, he would use it to be his Xbox, PlayStation, because he wants the game anyway. A couple months ago, I woke up in the hospital. I would later find out that I tried to cross a road in a car that they closed 2 days later and concreted up or barricaded up. So I was trying to cross the road and got T-boned by a young guy in a dark car in the early part of the morning. I don't remember any of it. I don't even get flashes. It was like the main parts of my life that you don't bother remembering because you remember them anyway. I lost some of that. I think later on I've discovered by research that I think I'm undiagnosed permanent vertigo. I have permanent vertigo,
changes here in the second.
undiagnosed.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
They look to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Let's make sure that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
Black Hole is out there with
I
Alex
don't believe
Caruso.
I can work
Then there's
and do
Harris. Then it's
things
Wiggins. And it's
I used
Williams
to
in the
do.
center filling out the middle. That's
I
the
was
lineup in the
planning
game
on
for Oklahoma
doing
City.
this. Every 11-11,
Outside Barrett.
I used to wish
Jacks up a three.
to not be
And it's Shaq missing.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Brings it from downtown.
Started doing this.
35 points for Black Hole.
I never got
They're
an
getting
answer.
their points now
Because
almost
of injury,
exclusively
I'm disabled.
from the triple. 4
You
of
can't
their
go to
last
work.
5 makes
You can
are
play
from
games.
beyond the arc.
I will play games, and I've tried to share that with
Shoots
you.
from the elbow. And it's Black Hole with the rebound. The Thunder leading by
If you're watching
23.
this, check out my advertisement video.
Over to the left
Or
wing.
do the things
A three
that
ball.
the platform allows. Like,
That one doesn't drop.
comment, share,
And
subscribe.
Barrett has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. RJ
But
Barrett
even if
has
you like
established
any of
himself as a guy who can play
And,
a lot of different roles.
conversation in person
Brent, a very versatile
comes
player.
up about
Versatile
YouTube.
player, Kevin, for sure, and the scoring has been there, but I don't think that's what
That's
you
me.
rely on
You can.
with RJ Barrett.
You
You
think
want
about
him to be a complementary player that plays in different positions on the floor to put the defense at a disadvantage. He's that skilled, and he has that ability to grow that way.
Pass to Agbaji. Now Barrett. The shot. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Barrett's got his second bucket of the game to go. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's Black Hole. This one for 3. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Black Hole's got 9 points in the quarter.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Pass to Boucher. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. That shot missing. Excellent D there from Williams. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Harris misses.
Yeah.
Toronto's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second.
And a mom and dad. He was a mom's boy.
Wiggins against Ingram.
She was a dad's girl.
Agbaji, the pass to Barrett.
The most negative thing that happened in his early childhood was
pulls it
his
from the elbow.
father
And he hits the jump shot. Barrett's
being
got
alcoholic.
6.
And sometimes you got to be patient, let the play develop. Barrett looking comfortable
Being a
operating
mom's
in
boy.
these screen and rolls.
Wiggins kicks to Caruso.
When the worst thing happened.
To the paint. Black Hole passes to
His dad
Caruso.
got
Wiggins
sick
from
and
outside.
died from
It's rebounded by Barrett.
asbestos cancer. Before
Tipped
it had
away.
been.
Out in his own on the break.
After he died,
A pull-up.
I didn't
Second
understand.
chance shot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Kind of get a pass.
The Thunder
for the
shooting their
negative
first
things
free
to
throws
do
of the game.
Because of the
And as a
positive
team,
things
really
you do,
just-
did nobody ask you to do them. I didn't realize till many years later that, yeah, there was some hurtful things, but he held the family
Middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
That free throw, no good. And Brent, you hear some players now
Lost
having their
control
shooting motion
of,
analyzed with
self.
optical recognition. More data for the shot
kind
clock.
of gave him
Well, Kevin, information is one thing, but disseminating that information and being able to communicate that to a player is really where the rubber meets the road. How are you going to help him grow with that kind of analysis?
So he ended up
Here's
sleeping
Bamba.
up on air
And on
mattress
this, they're on the
in his
triple. The
grandmother's
Thunder lead
dining
by
room.
23. Holmgren kicks to Gilgeous Alexander. And the
He
layup's
would
good
lead
off
him.
the glass. Gilgeous Alexander's got his first 2 points of the night.
Keeping
More
that ball
accepted
absolutely
by
on the
his sister.
string. Gilgeous Alexander capable of getting
took
creative.
responsibility
Ingram
for them.
finds Bamba.
They're not legally, but
And here is Quickly.
and he even knew that it was kind of up to him
Here's
to be
Boucher.
himself.
Off target from three-point
So
range.
Take care of himself.
And he didn't punish
So
them
he
for the weak
wasn't trying
coverage
to be
there, but they
burden
can't count
to
on
anybody,
him to continue
especially his
missing.
sister that was willing to sacrifice for him.
It's Barrett on the wing. He's got 6. Pass to
So,
Quickly. Ingram
He finished
outside.
high school and
Bamba
started
with
college.
it.
The whole time he
Over
was
Wiggins.
with
And
his sister.
Bamba with the basket on the assist from Ingram.
And really, when Bamba has this
Eventually,
positioning, you gotta get it to him. He's a very
medical.
reliable scorer from there.
And
Black Hole with the bucket.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
but he was
Quickly
unnoticeable,
against Gilgeous
so
Alexander.
he's fine with that.
Ingram outside. Outside Barrett.
Eventually, after the sun was born,
And Holmgren pulls it down.
postpartum
Holmgren's got
depression,
rebound number
or I
11
don't know
for
how
him
to
here
describe
tonight.
it.
It's
She
hauled in by the Raptors. They can look forward to the
ran
Rockets
short
arena after this
rather than
matchup to take on Houston. That matchup falls in the middle game of this
Still
3-game trip.
had
Quickly,
hopes
it's
and dreams
rebounded by
of them
Oklahoma City.
eventually being a family.
Holmgren's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. From downtown. And no good that time.
While they were
Toronto's
together,
got nothing but zeros from long range in the second
it
quarter.
was in
0 of 4.
car accidents that would injuries back.
Quickly the pass to Barrett.
So he got prescribed.
Shoots. And again, Toronto no luck. And the Thunder with possession. They're on a 15-6 run. Connects from three-point range.
Eventually, because they were separated, because she was running the streets.
44 points for Black Hole.
I guess she chose the
great
street
ball
version.
movement there.
Outside Barrett.
So 2 years after
Pass to
the
Bamba.
son was born, she overdosed and died.
Ingram outside. Lock at 6.
After he lost his father, and now he's lost his
Launches a
baby
three.
mother.
Rebound by
He was
Williams.
depressed.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots.
He also
Not the
eventually
wild one he took there.
He's
started
listed at
to
6'5", but
compensate
Brent Jalen Williams
prescription
seems
drugs
so much
for-
bigger than that on the floor.
Yeah, Kevin, one of those guys that has more presence on the floor than the measurements
Years
you look
later.
at on paper. This guy plays
an
bigger.
instant
He's got a great frame. He's got great strength. He's got great
His
poise.
home
And
was
there are a
raided
lot of people who are going
because
to
his
recognize
mother
just how talented Jalen is.
was
And the Thunder making a
running
switch here.
to the corner
Dortz checked in.
for
Well, Barnes
the
hitting
drug
threes spells some
So she
trouble.
was
This
getting
offense starts to hum.
exchanged
Right now,
for
let's send
drugs.
it over to the sidelines and get a report from David
The
Aldridge.
house was
Hey,
in
Kevin, the
his
Thunder
name.
are young, but
So when
they
the cops
figured out
got
how to
there,
win.
he got arrested.
Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody
After he
cries
got
about
out.
shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do.
He
We just really want to see the
eventually
team
met
win
another guy.
and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every
And
single
he got his
game
life
going in the right
For
direction.
the most part,
Black
back
Hole
together.
with the bucket.
Even if he had
A solid
slight
facilitator that
substance
helps that the
abuse.
defense thinks that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to shoot
So
and not
he was
pass.
a GM at a pizza place and was working. One
And here
tax
is quickly.
season,
Last game out, he had
used the
14.
money to buy
Adds Ingram
a
missing.
string set.
His shots aren't dropping,
Because
and they haven't been
worst
able to
case,
keep pace,
he would
but
use
they
it
trust
to
him
beat
enough
his
to keep going
Xbox,
to him,
PlayStation,
see if he can find it.
because
It's a
he
nice
wants
passing
the
by
game
Oklahoma
anyway.
City here. Yet another bucket.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show.
A couple months ago, I woke up in the hospital. I would later find out that I tried to cross a road in a car that they closed 2 days later and concreted up or barricaded up. So I was trying to cross the road and got
Pass to
T-boned
Barnes.
by a young guy in a dark car in the
Bamba, a
early
screen
part
on
of the
Williams.
morning.
Here's Barnes. Doesn't go that time. Good D by
don't
Gilgeous
remember.
Alexander.
Any of it.
Here's Williams, and there's
I mean,
another
the
one for the
class-
Thunder.
It was like
Well-rounded
the
effort,
main
and they
parts
show
of my
no
life
signs
that you
of
don't
letting
bother
up.
remembering
Coaching staff
because
probably
you
most
remember
proud
them
of the
anyway.
effort of this team on both ends
lost
of the floor here
some of
tonight.
that. I think later on
Knocked away.
I discovered by research that I think I'm
On the
undiagnosed
wing, Williams.
permanent vertigo. I have permanent
Out to
vertigo.
the right wing.
Undiagnosed.
Black hole.
But I get
Off target from
shit
outside.
by being in the car easily.
The Raptors
and
shooting
I
about
lose balance
33%.
while
Not happy
walking.
with their play on
Like,
that end.
You ride a bike and you see
Puts
the
one
ball
up,
and the
and
bike
it's
goes.
Dick getting it to go.
Not just a jump shooter. Dick can operate
But
inside
the
that
accident
restricted area.
left me
Here's Black
disabled.
Hole. Oh, good on the
And
triple.
I don't believe I
And
can
so
work
quickly, we'll
and
bring
do
it up for the
things
Toronto Raptors.
I used
Pass
to do.
to Ingram.
I always planned on
Here's
doing
the teardrop.
this.
Now Dick
Every 11-11, I
quickly
used to
finds
wish
Dick. It's good from long range.
to not be on
Dick's got his third basket
illegal
of the night.
substance.
And
street
that is
substance.
why this team has Grady Dick, a floor spacer
My worst
coming into
day
the league with an elite
kind of
three-point shot. Mono,
never
mono.
started
This
doing
is
this.
where it can get a little personal.
I never
Yeah,
got
again,
an
you
injury.
can't take this
Because of my
too
injury,
far to
I'm
make it
disabled.
too selfish, but that
I can't
exchange,
go to
that's
work.
fun to watch.
I can play games.
Here's
I
Barnes
will play
over
games.
Williams.
And I'll try to
Barnes
share
can't
that
get it
with
to
you.
go. They are enjoying a commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Well, an all-star in year 3, Scotty Barnes, has been an immediate impact player. It is not easy to do.
We love young Scotty Barnes. He can shoot, he can defend, and he can really pass. Brent, he seems like the ideal wing.
Well, there's a lot of things there, Kevin, that are very good. And you don't become an all-star at that position without those kind of abilities. But the responsibility of playing winning basketball consistently, let's see how that plays out for Scotty moving forward.
Bamba, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Raptors miss again.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
A shot by Blackhole, no good. Onside, Barrett. Pass to Bamba. 1:07 left to play here in the half. Shot clock at 6. Here's Quickly. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Blackhole's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
Frames the three-pointer. Blackhole's got 59 points.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Pass to Bamba.
Older sister and a mom and dad.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Quickly, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
Defensively, you have to account for Quickly when he's on the floor. He knows how to generate offense in a hurry.
And the Thunder with some changes. Williams, he's checked in for Holmgren. And it's Alex Caruso in for George. Here's Blackhole. Misses the 3.
Being a mama's boy.
Toronto shooting a measly 26% in the second quarter. Barnes against Gilgeous-Alexander for 3.
Died from asbestos,
A Thunder pulled in.
cancer before it had me.
Pass to Blackhole.
After he died,
And good. He hits it again. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Because of the positive things you do.
And so it's Oklahoma City with a major 39-point lead here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back right after this.
There was some hurtful things, but he held the family together. After the game, his mother lost control of herself and kind of gave her custody. She didn't. And as a child, he knew to basically keep things quiet. So he ended up sleeping on an air mattress in his grandmother's dining room.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first half performance it's been for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
More accepted.
They've kept the ball moving. No one's trying to be a hero, and you see the results.
Took responsibility.
Yeah, they're just not slinging it around. They are passing with a purpose.
And he even knew.
Let's shift gears now and see how things are stacking up in the Western Conference.
Himself.
You know, right now for the Thunder, I had them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny. You can't, because I'm right. 2 + 2 is 5. And as much as it pains me, I have to agree with Big Fella.
So.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
He started college. The whole time he was with his sister.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Really an incredible game from Blackhole.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
So for Toronto right now, they've got Dick. Scotty Barnes is out there with Brandon Ingram.
Eventually,
and there's Mohamed Bamba. And it's Quickly in at the point. And he connects with the jumper.
Postpartum
Ingram's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Raptors.
Just a natural scorer, Brandon Ingram out there finding ways to get it done.
Black hole offline with his three.
He still had
and here are the Raptors now.
And dreamed of them eventually being a family.
Quickly kicks to Barnes. Pass to Bamba.
While they were together,
Dick with it.
He was in car accidents.
Now Ingram for the three.
Injuries back.
No good that time.
So he got prescribed.
Holmgren against Barnes. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession.
Eventually, because they were separated, because she was running on the streets.
Ingram outside.
I guess she chose the street version.
Dick with it.
So 2 years
makes the most of the high percentage shot. Dick's got 9 points.
Well, we know Quickly can score, but there he shows off his passing ability.
The Thunder with another miss.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Baby mother.
Pass
he was
to
depressed,
Dick.
I'm sure.
Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Black Hole.
Years later.
Good number from 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Because his mother
quickly
was
the pass to Ingram.
Running to the corner for the drug dealer.
Bamba inside.
So she was getting
defended
exchanged for free drugs. The house was in his name. So when the cops got there, he got arrested too. After he got out, he eventually met another girl.
They get it back. The 3 from Barnes gets the 3-pointer to fall.
And he got his
16 points for him.
Tonight, Scotty Barnes has been relentless.
He had a slight substance abuse problem.
A shot by Black Hole, no good.
Yeah, starting the half here, 1 for 5, and the offense might need an ironing out.
One tax season.
Faster quickly,
he used the
beyond
money
the arc.
to buy a streaming set.
And Holmgren pulls it down.
Worst case,
and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Xbox, PlayStation.
Here's Black Hole,
wants the game anyway.
and another one falls.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. And the Raptors call time here.
Months ago,
R.J. Barrett's checked in for Scotty Barnes. Well, a chance to check out some stats for him.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games
they closed 2 days later, and
is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
Ingram outside. Over Williams. Not enough on that one as it misses. Oklahoma City has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half.
I don't remember.
And Ingram has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
The main parts of my life that you don't bother remembering because you remember them anyway. I lost
6 on the shot
some
clock.
of that. I think later on I discovered
and again, no good by
that
Toronto.
I think I'm
This has been a
undiagnosed.
night where you can look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line. He is at his best when it matters most. This game is theirs as long as he can keep this up.
And you see a squirrel and the bike goes in.
Now, quickly. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average.
Nothing better than a hustle
I
play
don't
like
believe
that. It gets the
I can
whole
work
team
and do
amped up,
things
sets the example
I used to
for
do.
everyone.
I always
The
planned
Raptors have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You never want to foul a jump shooter. It certainly qualifies as
Toronto shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
My worst
and
day.
it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group. Only around 75%.
Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for
I
the
never
Thunder.
got my injury.
Black hole
Because
with
of
the
my
bucket.
injury,
And
I'm
obviously
disabled.
his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
And
If
it's
you're
quickly
watching,
missing.
check out
He
my
is just
advertisement.
really almost playing for the other team. The shooting
Or
has
do
just
the
been
things
poor.
that the Black
It's in the
Hole
trade.
like
Black Hole's got
comment,
14 points
share,
here in the second half.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of
But
the best
even if you like
start
any
to
of it,
dominate in a game.
in conversation in person
Pass to
comes
Bamba
up
from
about
outside
YouTube.
the arc. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Reference me.
Williams has got 4
Yeah.
rebounds in this game.
Think about it.
Black Hole, good. And a nice assist for Williams.
I want to do this.
Williams has got assist number 8 now on the night. Here's quickly. 6 points for him. Bamba finds Barrett. Toronto working the ball around now. Out to Ingram. To stop the run. He lays it in. Ingram's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And gotta love the long, long arms of Brandon Ingram.
There aren't too many players with a skill set as diverse as Brandon Ingram's.
Yes, Kevin, you gotta appreciate the tools that Brandon Ingram possesses. That comes with a lot of hard work. But this guy can score over smaller defenders. He's creative enough to draw contact against bigger guys and use that quickness. He's always been a scorer, but his playmaking ability over the past couple seasons, that's something that's growing and is giving them a chance to be very competitive.
Wiggins is checked in for George, and Toronto also making a switch. Chris Boucher's checked in for Grady Dick. Pass to Ingram.
Slightly older sister and a mom
Over
and dad.
Wiggins. And it's Ingram missing. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Toronto's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Bamba setting the pick for Ingram.
Being alcoholic and physically abused.
And stolen by Wiggins.
Being a mama's boy.
Joe
When
with
the
it.
worst thing happened.
Nothing on the board. And again for 3.
And this three-point shooting performance has been insane. Everything is going in.
It's been a historic night for him, closing in on the 4th most threes in a single game.
I didn't understand that.
And it's Black Hole with the rebound. Black Hole's got his 6th rebound on the night. Williams. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Now with an update on Scotty Barnes from David Aldridge. David, what'd you find out?
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer of the Raptors was able to give me an update. And this is an unfortunate injury and potentially devastating.
Good information, David. He's certainly been on our minds. Now, at least, great, we have a little more clarity.
Yeah, now they have the information they need to take the best course of action. Everybody.
To basically keep things quiet. So he ended up sleeping on an air mattress in his grandmother's dining room. He would later be more accepted by his sister, who took responsibility for him. They're not legally, but and he even knew that it was kind of up to him to be himself, to take care of himself. So he wasn't trying to be a burden to anyone.
Black Hole comes in for Alex Caruso. Grady Dick's checked in for the Raptors.
So he finished.
Puts it up off the inbound. And yep, finally dropped after rolling around the rim.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Eventually, he met a girl.
Isaiah Joe is out there with Black Hole. Then it's Williams. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's Wiggins in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Basket, good.
So
and that's 13 points for Grady Dick.
So much balance when Dick's in the air. Always able to square his chest and make a confident stroke.
The son was born.
Here's Black Hole. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
Man, this would be a different ballgame if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
She
pass to Dick. Takes it inside. That one falls.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Joe passes to Harris. Fires from deep. A shot by Black Hole, no good. Toronto's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Here's Quickly. Makes it off the glass.
Working inside quickly with good spatial awareness, sensing all things around him.
From a doctor for being made.
Pass to Black Hole from deep. It's rebounded by Quickly.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
That's good.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
So 2 years after the son was born, she overdosed and died.
On the wing, Harris, covered by Barnes. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. The Raptors shooting 40% from the field.
He was depressed.
Ingram wide open. The Thunder pull it in.
He'd love to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Again, what an avalanche! That's 91, an incredible feat.
This is just flat out insane.
Ingram outside.
There was an incident.
Back to Quickly.
His home was raided because his mother was running to the corner.
Barnes down low. Harris is there. They get it again. Bamba.
Exchange for free.
Back to Dick.
The house was in his name.
Wiggins against Ingram.
So when the cops got there, he got arrested too.
Pass to Quickly.
After he got out.
And the three off target.
But the effort's been there for him, just not getting the results.
A shot by Black Hole, no good.
And he got his
so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for Toronto.
Even if he had a slight substance abuse.
Now, here's Quickly. A three-pointer off the mark.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
To buy a string.
The Raptors shooting fairly well in the fourth, around 48%. And the dunk by Bamba.
Just throw it up there. Bamba, as long as you time the pass right, he's going to flush that one down.
Pass to Black Hole. Connects again from distance.
Another three. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made. And they pick up 2. Ingram's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And right now, people wanting to tune in as Brandon Ingram is putting on a show.
Here's Black Hole. Good. Another from 3.
Hey guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for third now. Most threes in a game.
The points, GA, just keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc. Bamba kicks to Barnes, and here's Quickly for 3. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
Main parts of my life
Barnes has got 5 assists in the game.
Because you remember them anyway.
Black Hole passes to Wiggins. Oklahoma City moving it around. Black Hole.
I think later on I've discovered by research that I think I'm undiagnosed.
Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
and one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Thunder.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought. An all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water.
I don't believe
a clinic was put on display here today.
And what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50. He got it again! Sensational!
And incredible. Never thought we'd see another player score this much.
I mean, it feels surreal, doesn't it? That score puts him tied for the second most points in an NBA game. What a historic night. Dick finds Ingram. And it's quickly in the corner.
Started to do this.
Fires the three.
I never got my injury.
It's hauled in by Harris.
I'm disabled.
On offense, here are the Thunder.
I can play games.
Here's Black Hole.
I will play games. And I'll try to share that.
There's the triple. And again for three.
And he's outclassed his previous
check out my advertisement
for the second most single-game triples.
Or do the things
just a master cannoneer.
Like
firing away and making a little history in the process. What an honor to witness this.
But even
what
if you
an
like
honor
any
to be here.
And conversation in person comes up about YouTube, reference me.
He is quite simply as good as you'll ever see from long range.
I want to see this movie.
To the middle. Pass to Williams. And here is Caruso. In the corner, Wallace with it. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here.
What's next, MP? Going after Will? Great music, great rear. This is one city I don't mind visiting.
There was a boy born in a family in the lower middle class. He had a slightly older sister and a mom and a dad. He was a mama's boy. She was a dad's girl. The most negative thing that happened in his early childhood was his father would be an alcoholic and physically abuse his mother. Being a mama's boy, when the worst thing happened, his dad got sick and died from asbestos cancer before it had a name. After he died, I didn't understand that you kind of get a pass for the negative things you do because of the positive things you do that nobody asked you to do them. I didn't realize till many years later that, yeah, there was some hurtful things, but he held the family together. After he died, his mother lost control of herself and kinda gave up custody. She didn't, and as a child, he knew to basically keep things quiet. So he ended up sleeping on an air mattress in his grandmother's dining room. He would later be more accepted by his sister, who took responsibility for him. They're not legally, but and he even knew that it was kind of up to him to be himself, to take care of himself. So he wasn't trying to be burdened to anybody, especially his sister, that was willing to sacrifice for him. So he finished high school and started college. The whole time he was with his sister. Eventually, he met a girl and got her pregnant. But he was an old soul, so he's fine with that. Eventually, after the son was born, postpartum depression, or I don't know how to describe it, she ran the streets rather than being a mother. He still had hopes and dreams of them eventually being a family. While they were together, he was in car accidents that would injure his back. So he got prescribed opioids from a doctor for pain management. Eventually, because they were separated, because she was running the streets, I guess she chose the street version. So 2 years after the son was born, she overdosed and died. After he lost his father, and now he's lost his baby mother, he was depressed, I'm sure. He also eventually started to compensate prescription drugs for street drugs. Years later, there was an incident where his home was raided because his mother was running to the corner for their drug dealers. So she was getting exchanged for free drugs. The house was in his name. So when the cops got there, he got arrested too. After he got out, he eventually met another girl. And he got his life, for the most part, back together, even if he had a slight substance abuse problem. So he was a GM at a pizza place and was working. One tax season, he used the money to buy a streaming setup, because worst case, he would use it to be his Xbox, PlayStation, because he wants the game anyway. A couple months ago, I woke up in the hospital. I would later find out that I tried to cross a road in a car that they closed 2 days later and concreted up or barricaded up. So I was trying to cross the road and got T-boned by a young guy in a dark car in the early part of the morning. I don't remember any of it. I don't even get flashes. It was like the main parts of my life that you don't bother remembering because you remember them anyway, I lost some of that. I think later on I've discovered by research that I think I'm undiagnosed permanent vertigo. I have permanent vertigo undiagnosed, but I get car sick by being in the car easily, and I lose balance when I'm walking, like you ride a bike and you see a squirrel and the bike goes over. But the accident left me disabled, and I don't believe I can work and do the things I used to do. I always planned on doing this. Every 11/11, I used to wish to not be on illegal street substances anymore. My worst day was kind of my best day. I would have never have started to do this if I never got my injury. And because of my injury, I'm disabled and can't go to work. I can play games. I will play games, and I'll try to share that with you. If you're watching this, check out my advertisement video, or do the things that the platform allows, like, comment, share, subscribe. But even if you like any of it, and conversation in person comes up about YouTube, reference me if you can, if you think about it, if you want to. I'm going to do this anyway. Okay, thanks. Come on.
Feeling you, MP.
Upon a time, there was a boy born in a family in the lower middle class. He had a slightly older sister and a mom and a dad. He was a mama's boy. She was a dad's girl. The most negative thing that happened in his early childhood was his father would be an alcoholic and physically abuse his mother. Being a mama's boy, when the worst thing happened, his dad got sick and died from asbestos cancer before it had a name. After he died, I didn't understand that you kind of get a pass for the negative things you do because of the positive things you do that nobody asked you to do them. I didn't realize till many years later that, yeah, there was some hurtful things, but he held the family together. After he died, his mother lost control of herself and kinda gave up custody. She didn't. And as a child, he knew to basically keep things quiet. So he ended up sleeping on an air mattress in his grandmother's dining room. he would later be more accepted by his sister, who took responsibility for him. They're not legally, but and he even knew that it was kind of up to him to be himself, to take care of himself. So he wasn't trying to be burdened to anybody, especially his sister, that was willing to sacrifice for him. So he finished high school and started college. The whole time he was with his sister. Eventually, he met a girl and got her pregnant. But he was an old soul, so he's fine with that. Eventually, after the son was born,
How you feeling, MP?
postpartum depression, or I don't know how to describe it, she ran the streets rather than being a mother. He still had hopes and dreams of them eventually being a family. While they were together, he was in car accidents that would injure his back. So he got prescribed opioids from a doctor for pain management. Eventually, because they were separated, because she was running the streets, I guess she chose the street version. So 2 years after the son was born, she overdosed and died. After he lost his father, and now he's lost his baby mother, he was depressed, I'm sure. He also eventually started to compensate prescription drugs for street drugs. Years later, there was an incident where his home was raided because his mother was running to the corner for their drug dealers. So she was getting exchanged for free drugs. The house was in his name. So when the cops got there, he got arrested too. After he got out, he eventually met another girl. And he got his life, for the most part, back together, even if he had a slight substance abuse problem. So he was a GM at a pizza place and was working. One tax season, he used the money to buy a streaming setup, because worst case, he would use it to be his Xbox, PlayStation, because he wants the game anyway.
Like those kicks, MP?
MP, you're about to go off.
A couple months ago, I woke up in the hospital. I would later find out that I tried to cross a road in a car that they closed 2 days later and concreted up or barricaded up. So I was trying to cross the road and got T-boned by a young guy in a dark car in the early part of the morning. I don't remember any of it. I don't even get flashes. It was like the main parts of my life that you don't bother remembering because you remember them anyway. I lost some of them. I think later on I've discovered by research that I think I'm undiagnosed permanent vertigo. I have permanent vertigo, undiagnosed. But I get car sick by being in the car easily, and I lose balance when I'm walking. Like you ride a bike and you see a squirrel and the bike goes in. But the
Happy weekend, everyone. It's the NBA on Saturday night, presented to you live on. All right, Coach, we're headed down the home stretch here. What's the mindset across the league?
Well, it all depends on where you are, Brian, in the race. If you're in playoff contention, then you've got a natural motivator, and that's where you're focused. If you're a team that's out of the postseason picture, you're probably already thinking ahead to next year.
1, 2, 3.
My worst day.
Cancun.
Kind of my best day.
Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Jalen Williams is out there with Chet Holmgren, and it's Ware in at the center position. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. And with their last victory, this team reached the 50-win mark on the season.
And they should be proud of what they've been able to accomplish. You can't just luck your way into 50 wins. You gotta be a good team to reach that feat.
Oh, it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here.
Comment, share, subscribe. But even if you like any of it,
outside Moran,
conversation in person comes up
clock
about
at 6.
YouTube. Reference me.
From deep.
If you think about it.
Offensive rebound. Edey, that's good.
And if I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. Textbook play.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, Taylor Jenkins had a few moments to share with me. Our topic was how he'll defend Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Coach was straightforward, saying Shai demands so much attention with the ball that he can warp a defense. We'll need to stay disciplined and not get caught watching the play. We'll see how that approach works out for them, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Jackson outside. Pass to Edey. And here's Bane. The 3 is up. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
Far from an ideal start, only 1 for 5. Let's see if they can turn it around.
Black hole, that's good. Grant, it's hard not to dwell on the fact that MP has moved past Jordan's total. The 86-87 season, he had 3,041 points. That was MJ's highest scoring season ever.
As much of a killer instinct as Jordan had, MP may be even more driven. He doesn't just want to win. He wants to do maximum damage.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
To the wing, right side. Fires the 3. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Black Hole's got 9.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Back to Moran.
Being alcoholic and physically abused his mother.
Pass to Bane. They set the pick.
When the worst thing
they need this. It's the trifecta.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Outside Moran. Jackson on the wing. Back to Moran.
You kind of get a pass for the negative things you do.
One thing that Moran has always been a lead at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of, so once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
You know, Coach, when you watch Ja Morant play, it's hard to think of anyone else as explosive as he is.
Yeah, Brian, he can make a defender look like he's standing still. The burst that Morant has with his first step is unrivaled. Probably the best burst in the entire league.
Truly is a human highlight reel in this modern day. Here's Jackson. The Thunder pull it in.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Oh, got that one up quick.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
More accepted by his sister.
Here's Morant. We saw him with 29 points in his last game.
They're not legally, but
on the wing, Bane.
And he even knew.
Pass to Wells. Over Williams.
It was kind of up to him.
And another miss by Memphis.
Himself.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
He wasn't trying to be
Here's Black Hole.
To anybody.
Back to Williams.
Especially his sister. That was willing
over to the wing for three. And it's Black Hole missing. Grizzlies trail by 8. And here's Morant. He's been an important part of this offense, averaging around 22 points a game. Here's Williams. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And when it comes to the Grizzlies, they're a team that's hungry to take that next step, Grant.
Yeah, and they've got the core to do it, B.A. You got Morant, Bane, and Jackson. They're all all-star caliber players and still in their mid-20s. So they've got a lot of great chemistry and time to get it right.
The sun was born.
Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Great defense from Jackson Jr. He's a former league leader in blocks.
Pass to Edey. Looking to win the run. Kicks it out to Bane. Now Jackson.
He still had hopes and dreams of them eventually being a family.
The three is up. It doesn't go for him. Thunder leading by 11. To the middle.
He was in car
Holmgren with it. Over to the left wing.
Injuries.
Here's Black Hole. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
And timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Aldama's checked in. And so Moran will bring it up for the Grizzlies. They put up a nice win against Toronto last time out.
Yeah, they connected from outside all game. And the defense had absolutely no answer for it.
Well, they shot it well because of how selfless they were. You need that kind of chemistry and cohesion on the road.
Now he's lost his
pass to Black Hole.
Baby mother.
Lets the three fly.
He was depressed.
The Grizzlies pull it in. Their last meeting was in Oklahoma City, where they were unable to fight off the Thunder.
Honestly, they were just outclassed in that one. We thought it would be a tough night for them, and it was.
Well, it's never fun when you're expected to lose a game. You just got to put it behind you, not carry it into the next one.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up
the corner for their drug deal.
Pass to Edey.
So she was getting exchanged for free drugs.
And the layup is good off the glass. Edey's got 6 points.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Here's Black Hole. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
He eventually met another girl. And he got his...
Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 4th assist with that last one.
Even if he added a slight substance abuse problem.
Morant looking for an opening. Here's Jackson. Oklahoma City grabs the miss. Holmgren's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Black Hole.
He used the money
and the 3 off target. Grizzlies trail by 10.
But worst case, he would use it to be his
Aldama outside. Pass to Morant.
He wants the game anyway.
Now Jackson.
couple months ago.
Pulls it from the top of the key. And it's Morant missing.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
I would later
the
find out
offense has to look for ways to
I
get in easier shots, better selection. You have to be set up for success.
They closed 2 days later and concreted up or barricaded up.
Outside Bane.
So I was trying to cross the road and got T-boned.
Pass to Jackson
by
from outside the arc. And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it 1 for 4.
Well, look, he's struggled so far, but maybe that basket is all he needs to get going.
I don't remember any of it. I don't even get flashed.
Now here's Holmgren.
It was like
no points yet. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
That
and you can already tell Holmgren has an edge to his game. Gets the 3 right back. That's the competitive streak you need as a young player.
I think later on I've discovered.
Oh, there's Morant with the
slam. I'm undiagnosed.
Yeah, you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Drills it from deep. Black Hole's got 23 points.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Outside Bane, they set a pick.
But to accident, that's me.
Pass to Edey. Outside for Morant.
I don't believe I can work.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Oklahoma City leading by 14. Here's Black Hole. And out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And now it's time to look at the teams that have really impressed shooting from the field during the last 10 games. Number 1, the Thunder.
Recently, they've been effective in getting good looks. Field goal percentages are typically tied to the quality of your shots.
Mark is checked in for Jaren Jackson Jr. Jang, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Mitchell comes in for Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep Bane, Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
I can play games.
Pass to Black Hole. There's the 3. And Morant clears the board. Grizzlies trail by 14.
If you're watching,
Aldama outside.
Check out my advertising video.
Morant with a screen on Williams.
4-3.
Aldama no good. And the Thunder shooting 55%. An ideal start so far. Here's Black Hole.
But even if you
fires the 3. That shot no good.
Conversation in person comes up.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Black Hole in their last game against the Raptors got the job done. He dropped an amazing number of points, and that was a season high for him. And just a huge game for him. His coaches would love to see him do it again. Guys?
Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Pass to Edey. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Here's Black Hole. Fires from deep. No luck on that one. Mitchell against Morant. To the paint. Here's Bane. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Bane's got 7 points.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Here's Black Hole. Gets the 3 to fall. And the Thunder lead by 16.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Now here's Morant. Guarded closely. That one's good. 2 for 8 now.
Yeah, really nice finish there with contact.
Negative thing that happened.
Morant with great body control.
Out to the wing. Here's Black Hole. No good on the triple. Memphis shooting around 40% early on here.
His mother.
From deep Bane. Counted from distance. He's got 10.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
His dad got
pass to Black Hole.
Sick and died.
Wing shot on the way. Aldama grabs the board.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense on.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They lead by 11. Connects from downtown.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Yeah, there was some awful things. But
now Morant.
He held the family together.
Got a hand on it. And so it's Oklahoma City. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. Building this lead up in large
self and kind of kick her custody. She did.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a very convincing performance from the Thunder so far.
So
what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
We've got Jaren Jackson. He's out there with Santi Aldama. Brandon Clark out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Pippen in at the 1. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter.
It was kind of up to him.
And he drives in.
Himself.
And it's Harris with the rebound. Oklahoma City leading by 15. Here's Black Hole. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Black Hole's got 38 points.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
He finished high school.
Pass to Clark. Here's Pippen.
And started college.
Clark with the screen. Puts up a 3. And the basket by Pippen. Pippen's got them.
Eventually,
on the board with a 3 there.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
His production from range has been nothing short of astounding.
Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Pass to Aldama. Inside. Here's Jackson. Oklahoma City grabs the miss. They'll be playing host to New Orleans for their next one. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. Yep, that one goes. Black Hole's got 43 points.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Here's Pippen. Checked by Mitchell. Jackson with a screen on Mitchell. To the inside. Jang pulls it in. Jang's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Black Hole. 3-pointer. The rebound by Jackson. Grizzlies trail by 20. Poke loose.
Eventually, because they were separated.
Jang passes to Harris.
Running the streets.
Back to Jang. Mitchell with the ball. Here's Black Hole.
I guess she chose the street.
That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Mitchell's got his 5th assist in this one. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break. Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Eventually started
pass to Jackson. And here's Kennard.
Prescription drugs for street drugs.
To stop the run. And he takes it up and lays it in. Kennard's gotten his first bucket of the night.
At this kind of range, it might almost be too easy for Kennard.
Here's Black Hole.
Fires in the triple. They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
And how about Jaren Jackson Jr., another second-generation player that we have here in the NBA?
Yeah, Brian, and his dad was a winner at every level. He was a high school champion, had the #1 team in college, and of course was part of a championship team with the Spurs. Well, he's had a night. This team feeds off of his energy, and every time they've needed a bucket, he's delivered.
And it's Kennard on the take. Kicks it out to Clark.
For the most part.
And it's Memphis with another.
Yeah, you have to be so worried about Kennard's shot. That opens things up for others.
So he was a GM at a
pass to Black Hole.
And
lets it go from deep. Memphis with a rebound.
Use the money to buy a shooting center.
Here's Pippen.
His
offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the Rock inside and convert.
Here's Black Hole. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Black Hole's got 55.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
I would later find out.
Here's Pippen. Check by Mitchell.
I tried to cross
to Kennard.
A road in the car.
Clark with the screen. Let's go with a three.
Oklahoma
City grabs a miss. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds in the game. Launches a three. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Pass to Clark. Down low. Here's Jackson.
I don't remember.
Here's Kennard.
Any of it.
Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Jang's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
The main parts of my life that you don't bother to remember because you remember them anyway.
Again, Oklahoma City.
I'll tell you what, they are on fire this quarter, taking total command of this game.
I researched that I think I'm undiagnosed.
Here's Pippen. He's got 5. There's Jackson with the 3. The rebound by Black Hole.
I get car sick by being in the car easily.
Mitchell, the pass to Black Hole. Back to Mitchell.
Like you ride a bike and you see a squirrel and the bike goes in.
No good with the triple. Memphis has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Kennard into the lane. No good. Had a chance to end the run there.
Yeah, and they're fighting to get back in this one, but unfortunately, he just keeps coming up empty.
Black Hole, that's good.
He's dropping the 3 ball with incredible consistency. What a barrage here in the first half.
I wish to not
Kennard outside.
be on illegal substance, street substances anymore. My worst day
pass to Jackson
was kind of nasty.
The jump hook, and on the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Jackson's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, good touch from Jackson Jr. Ready to score inside when given these opportunities.
And it's Black Hole missing. Memphis shooting 40% from the field in this one. Out to the right wing.
If you're watching this, check out my advertising video.
9 points for him in his last game.
Do the things that the platform allows. Like
Jackson can't get it to go.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of 3-pointers.
Reference me.
Clark with a screen on Mitchell.
If you think about it.
To the paint. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession. All right, a moment to check out some numbers for him.
Effective field goal percentage is a great way to measure his performance over the previous 10 games. It's been much improved, a sign that his game has been evolving.
So both teams making some changes here. Outside Bane. 6 on the shot clock. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Harris outside. On the wing, Mitchell. It's stolen. In transition, here they come. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, you know, Bane came into this league a terrific shooter. Now he's a terrific scorer. He can do it all.
Aldama's checked in for Jaren Jackson Jr. And the rate of player ejections going up in recent seasons, Stan.
Well, Brian, players these days certainly have a voice in a...
She was the dad's girl.
lot of things, and when it comes to critiquing officials, they're not shy. We see complaints on virtually every call in games now, and the referees seem to have had enough of it.
Being alcoholic.
Shot on the wing, and it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Bane's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian, John Morant is excited to be back on the court, and he's looking to lead this Grizzlies team back to the postseason. He said of the adversity, quote, "It made me better. I'm just grateful and thankful for the position I'm in." Brian, it's great to have him back in action.
Yeah, everyone loves a comeback story, Allie. Thanks.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter. Someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
Out to the right wing.
Until many years later, that
Aldama outside. Three-pointer.
Some hurtful things.
The rebound by Ware. Ware's got 7 rebounds in the game.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
And it's Bane with the ball for Memphis.
Control
to the middle. Here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Pass to Black Hole. He shoots. And he gets it to go off the front iron.
He's such a smart player. Jalen Williams making people around him better.
In his grandmother's dining room.
Here's Wells. Now here's Bane. The 3-ball. He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
He's already got 9 points from three-point range. They need to pay attention to him wherever
took responsibility for him. They're not legally.
From downtown.
And
it's Black Hole missing.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
To be himself.
Morant, the pass to Aldama.
Take care of himself.
Back to Morant.
So he wasn't trying to be burden to anybody, especially
Bane serving the D.
Willing to
inside
for him.
Here's Clark. The rebound by Ware.
So
Ware's got rebound number 8 now.
Finished high school.
This one for 3. Oh, connects again.
What a game from him. 72 points.
And he's been simply sensational throughout this one.
Eventually, he
passed to Wells.
And got up.
Outside Bane. 6 to shoot. Launches it.
But
and another 3 from Memphis.
Well, Bane has one goal that trip. Come right back at them with the 3 of his own.
Black Hole. Good! That's another bucket. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
NBA, it feels like he can't miss.
Postpartum
Morant,
depression,
pass to Aldama.
I don't know how to describe it.
Morant with a screen on Williams.
She
outside Bane takes a 3. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Black Hole, that's good.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
He was in car accidents that would
outside Morant.
Injure his back.
Over Gilgeous-Alexander.
So he got
Morant, no good.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
For pain management.
And for the Thunder, they're shooting at around 60% on this one. Very efficient.
They've settled into this game. You can see the offense is on fire.
Yeah, and that is key for them. Continuing to build out this lead.
So 2 years.
Memphis has gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. Morant with it. He's got 5.
After he lost his father, now he's done.
Shot to stop the run. No luck on that one. So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. Thunder out in front, just dominating this one. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
To compensate prescription drugs for street drugs. Years later,
fairly easy stretch for them. Could even have some blowouts. Allowing them to raise their stars a little bit.
That would be their best. Switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
So she was getting exchanged for free drugs.
That does it for halftime.
The house was in his name. So when the cops got there, he got arrested too.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. And on the floor for Mark Daigneault starting the second half. Williams is out there with Holmgren. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Ware in at the 5, roaming the paint. Jackson gets the bucket.
Yeah, I like the assertive approach from Jackson Jr. Not hesitating for a second off the catch.
The 3 sinks it from distance.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Bane with it, guarded now by Williams. Bane, the pass to Wells. Now Jackson. Here's Bane.
A couple months ago, I woke up.
And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Ware's got 11 rebounds in the game.
I would later
right
find
now,
out
they're +8 in the rebounding category.
That's
helping them run away with this.
Here's Black Hole. Off target from 3-point range.
2 days later.
And the Grizzlies shooting 40% from the field in this one. We'll stand. Every franchise has their guy. What kind of things do you want your franchise player to exhibit?
Well, Brian, here's what people have to understand. The culture of your team is determined by your best player. If you want a hard-working, unselfish, competitive team, that best player, that franchise guy, has to embody those things.
The main parts of my life that you don't bother
and so it's Bane who brings up the ball from Memphis.
Anyway, I lost some of that.
Comes up empty down low.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Black Hole, that's good. Black Hole's got 6 points in the quarter.
It's just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on, they're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively, and that's having a ripple effect. Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
I was planned
on
doing
fires for 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
Holmgren's
got rebound number 7 tonight.
They've come out a little cold after that halftime break. Just 1 of 5 from the field to start the third quarter.
Anymore.
Jackson with it.
My worst day.
And a great assist by Moran as that one goes. Jackson's got 13.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
Because of my injury,
here's Black Hole. And yes, another basket.
He just notched 92 points on that one.
Simply surreal. I'm not sure even he can believe what's going on. Pass to Jackson. And here's Bane.
Check out my advertisement video. Or do the things that
and Williams over to help. And the ball is tied out, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball is called on the floor.
But even if you like any of them, in conversation in person comes up about
down
YouTube,
to 5 on the shot clock.
Reference me.
From deep, Moran.
If you think about it, if you want to.
The rebound by Black Hole.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Takes the 3, and Morant clears the board. Morant's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Wells. Outside Bane. Tipped away and stolen by Williams. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, a defense has to be very aware of Gilgeous-Alexander's attack mindset. He wants to get to the rim and do maximum damage.
Here's Wells. Outside Bane. Shot is up. Gets a very good look and converts. Bane's got 22 points.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Well, if you went into the lab and created the perfect wing, it might be Desmond Bane, Coach.
Well, Brian, this guy's so strong. He can guard bigger guys, and his three-point numbers are crazy. Desmond Bane, well over a 40% three-point shooter for his career. Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
When the worst thing happened.
And here's Morant. He's got 6.
His dad got sick and died from asbestos cancer.
Just 4 to shoot.
Before it had him in.
The shot no good. Ooh, some solid defense from Gilgeous-Alexander.
That
to the inside, black hole, and that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got assist number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
I didn't realize.
Morant against Gilgeous-Alexander. Morant, the pass to Jackson.
Yeah.
Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility, but I'd like to praise him.
After he died, his mother lost control of herself and kinda gave up custody. She didn't. And as a child, he knew to basically keep things quiet. So he ended up sleeping on an air mattress in his grandmother's dining room. He would later be more accepted by his sister, who took responsibility for him. They're not legally, but and he even knew that it was kind of up to him to be himself, to take care of himself. So he wasn't trying to be a burden to anybody, especially his sister, that was willing to sacrifice for him.
And so Oklahoma City takes this one, and by a big margin. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that...
And started college. The whole time he was with his sister. Eventually, he met a girl and got her pregnant.
Way to bring the effort tonight.
But he was an old soul, so he's fine with that. Eventually, after the son was born, postpartum depression, or I don't know how to describe it, she ran the streets rather than being a mother. He still had hopes and dreams of them eventually being a family. While they were together, he was in car accidents that would injure his back. So he got prescribed opioids from a doctor for pain management. Eventually, because they were separated, because she was running the streets, I guess she chose the street version. So 2 years after the son was born, she overdosed and died. After he lost his father, and now he's lost his baby mother, he was depressed, I'm sure. He also eventually started to compensate prescription drugs for street drugs. Years later, there was an incident where his home was raided because his mother was running to the corner for their drug dealers. So she was getting exchanged for free drugs. The house was in his name. So when the cops got there, he got arrested too. After he got out, he eventually met another girl. And he got his life, for the most part, back together, even if he had a slight substance abuse problem. So he was a GM at a pizza place and was working.